Alright, what's up, y'all? So, let me show y'all what we got going on, child. It's so much, we ain't gonna have no spring. I think it's just gonna go straight to summer because it's been 80 degrees, 2, 3, 4 days. Y'all look at my onion. Look how they growing. Look at the collars going to seed. And how about I'm finna pluck them bald headed? I'm finna pluck all these bald headed. It just seemed like overnight. But I left all this stuff. Maybe I can catch some action. I saw some bees out here earlier. But we may not see any bees right now. I don't see any. But they be out here, y'all. Be assured. They be out here. Let me get you to straighten up. But I think I'm going to put some organza bags on some of that bok choy. Because it's not the only thing flowering, and it will cross with all of this. And I want those bok choy seeds to be as true as possible. They may not be 100%, but if I get some collared and bok choy crosses, we'll see what they do. So all the garlic and onions and things is doing good. The peas are doing good. Y'all see they wrapping around the cage. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all get some act right. Look at this rosemary. I'm going to have to corral it because it's leaning way over. I'm going to have to cut it back. Y'all keep in mind when you grow rosemary, it's a tree or a hedge or whatever you want to call it. My granny called it hedges. And these is weeds. I forget what tree them drop out of. And those, I'm not really seeing much of anything that I planted. I planted some half pole beans down here, but those seeds were suspect. I always did kind of wonder about the way that they were collected. I tried to sow them before. They were some seeds that I had bought, y'all. And they probably ain't gonna do nothing. That's why I said, let me just go on and sow them. And that'll be that. But let me show y'all this here. Y'all thought I was playing. Look at that pepper. That pepper's not playing with you all. The pepper finna grow. And these over here are still green as well. Up. Let me see if I can get y'all in here. Let me see if I can get some of this stuff out the way. Y'all see that little green right there? That sucker's gonna grow. I see my little stuff just turning. It's just doing whatever it wanna do. Okay. Y'all look at the Swiss chard. Done germinated. That's them transplants I did. They looking good. But look at, they're making some kind of flower. Child, I don't know what I done planted. I think that was kaolin, Chinese kale or something. I don't know. Chinese kale, broccoli. I don't know. But anyway, y'all see the peas. Down here, germination on the Swiss chard. Germination on the Swiss chard. That white y'all see is diatomaceous earth, baby. I done fought them ants, and I believe, let me not say nothing, but I think it's a downhill battle, folks. I thought I did see some carrots germinate over there, but now that I'm looking again, I don't know. But, tis what it is. This garlic bed and onion bed is looking nice. It's looking nice. This what your onion look like when they start going to seed, when they're going to get a seed head on them. And a lot of these onions are onions that I planted back. Once again, tired of buying seeds. I'm going to stop that. Look at all the dandelion, y'all. Look at it. And that's why I have so much of it. See that? Just go ahead and spread those seeds. Oh, let me show y'all this up here. So, the mulberry has just leafed right on out. And I want to throw this out there. These Pakistan mulberries, which is what this is, it takes a little longer for them to fruit. Because I kept saying, why is it not fruiting? Now, I had it in conditions where, before when I had it in a pot, it died back down to the ground 2 or 3 times. I'm not exactly sure why it did that, but it did. And I want to say that probably set it back. But now that I have it in the ground, I don't know if it'll fruit this year or not. Usually when it's leafed out and the little things are this long, if it was going to make mulberries, I usually would see something. Usually, see how this is kind of, 4 inches, but whatever. To those that I sent goji berries to, I know y'all probably think I'm crazy. Just rip that off. All of this wood on the side is gonna come off anyway. Ain't it crazy how half of a side of a tree can be dead, but it's still alive? Trees have cambium layers, and as long as one side of the cambium layer is alive, the tree will keep living. Because I thought this tree was gonna die and it won't. But I'm gonna get that big piece of wood out of there off camera. But anyway, to those that I sent goji berries to, y'all look, y'all see those little balls? Okay, so I know Aisha told me hers is leafing out. I hope that Grow What I Eat and Peace Milk Garden, I hope theirs are leafing out. If they're leafing out, you should for long see these little balls. That's your flower bud, so it's getting ready to make fruit. Same thing with Army Chickadee. Now hers made a little bit of fruit last year, so I know for sure it ought to make some fruit. Now hers probably ain't leafing out because she live in a climate where it ought to still be snow on the ground. Let me show y'all this. Y'all like flowers and things. I just look at my rose bush. Remember when it was naked? She was just as naked. Now she got clothes on. But y'all look here. Ain't that azalea pretty? This is the only time of year to me when this mess is pretty. And then as soon as it gets pretty, the camellia calms down. But y'all look at this here. See the daffodil? That one's getting ready to bloom. But let me take you over here and show you this one. That one's already blooming. And I'm sure I'll have some more. I got that big old pile of pine straw because I raked out all in there so that the bugs will come on up. And I did not plant those bugs. Well, I planted a couple of them, but the couple that were given to me. But those bulbs, they were planted by the previous owner, and they come up all over. Because see, this is something here, and it's never bloomed. But look at there. I guess it's gonna bloom this time. As soon as I say it's never bloomed, that's just like these over here by the see, a lot of this stuff was so smothered and everything by brush and stuff, it couldn't bloom. These set right here, they bloomed last year. We're gonna see if they bloom this year, but I don't know if y'all can see. There's some more of them right there. Y'all see this? I got a demonstration for y'all on this. I want to show you something. But look here how pretty. So the bees have been all around because this pear tree is in bloom. Now, because I don't thin, y'all know my pears kind of do the heavy one year and not heavy the next. So last year was not a heavy year for fruit. I think I got maybe about 4 peaches and I mean pears, and I think the squirrels got maybe 3 or 4. So we shared the pears last year. So, that's that. But pear trees are always so beautiful when they're in bloom, especially this one, the way it blooms. It blooms so much because it's so mature. And look here, when your tree look like this, when I first saw this tree, I thought I was going to take it out of here. But like I told y'all, I don't know exactly what caused all of this. I don't know if it got hit by lightning or what. But all of this like this has been like this for years and years and years. I've been living here going on 8 years now. And you would think that wood is not, but that wood just as hard. But like I said, the back side where the bark is, there's cadmium layer. You don't need a tree to be perfect for it to fruit for you. And this is the tree that gave me 40-something pounds. Now that's before I cut all that off. And I cut on this tree twice. But if you just look at the sheer amount of, still got a lot of water sprouts I need to get out of there, but I'm not gonna fool with it right now. I'm gonna let it fruit and do what it do. And then I'll fool with those water sprouts and things. Okay, so That's all that. My bananas ain't doing nothing yet, which it really ain't warm enough to be fair. The blackberries, they aren't doing a whole lot, I don't believe. I think I see a little bit of bloom. Yeah, I see a little something. Look here. Y'all see those new little, ooh, it's got thorns. Y'all see those new little, I don't know if I hold it where y'all can see, but yeah, it's a little bloomage. So, we'll keep our eye on that and we'll look for, I think I saw the muscadine trying to do something, but I may be mistaken. But y'all, once my stuff leaf on out and I know what's what, I'm finna put pine straw and smother all that other stuff out. Or try my best to. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So, let me go over here and show y'all homeboy over there really working, because he got that music playing. Let me see. These peas finally came on up, and boy, when they came up like gangbusters. Y'all, I swear about these totes, planting in these totes, because at the bottom, like I said, you put all that stuff in there, it's basically composting in place. And when I tell you one day these peas wasn't up and the next day they were looking like something, and it's still a few of them still coming up. But then I'm gonna pull what I know is weeds too, because that'll get in there and take over. Now, let me see what I got to do now. I'm gonna take y'all to the greenhouse first. All right, so back here, I think I had showed y'all these onions. I'm probably gonna end up moving them somewhere, but y'all can see these mulberries have leafed out. So Josh Patterson, if you're wondering, that may be why yours isn't fruiting just yet. It may take a little while, because I got a set that fruit and a set that don't. These haven't been fruiting, but like I said, it takes a couple of 2-3 years before they start fruiting. This one is just not starting to leaf out, but that's a whole bunch of them in that pot. They could just come on out. I think all of these are everbearing, dwarf everbearing. The elderberry is leafing out too. The one I have in the pot, I need to get my sesame seed. So let me show y'all what's going on up in here, because I got some germination and stuff going on up in here. So these peppers haven't come up yet. But remember when I told y'all, see, these were some fresh seeds that had come straight out the pepper. Remember when I told y'all they come right up? So those come right up. The same with these sweet tarts. So those pepper seeds came right up. So, you know. Also, if you soak your seeds, they'll come up faster. None of the golden pippin, the pippin's honey gold, the golden honey, none of the buena mulata, none of the shishito, the Brazilian fantasy hasn't come up yet either. A rose compollo hasn't come up, and ají dulce hasn't come up yet. But I'm sure they'll come up. They're probably these just started coming up yesterday. These other peppers, they're probably maybe like, you know, they may come up in a day or so. But you know, you have to be patient, especially with peppers. Certain peppers, they just, you know, it is what it is. So these are either leeks or onions. Some kind of way I must have dropped some onions, because you see that says red gungo and it's really not that many in there. But one of these is the Violet de Degame, and the other one is a leek. I can't remember what leek. I don't think it's American flag. I think it's another leek. And then, like I said, I must have slashed some seeds over here. But let me show you what I'm impressed about. Look at my black gungo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one just come up this morning. But 5 of the gungo peas have come up. Now, none of these other gungo peas have come up. Some of these, like the Mizuna, the Savoy cabbage, and the Kajimsai, I don't think they're going to come up. They brassicas. If they was going to come up, they'd have come up by now. Because you see the red tatsoi, the cabbage collars, that stuff came up. So I'm gonna get those labels out, take some, by the way, mention y'all, this, if you take some rubbing alcohol, it'll take that permanent marker right off. Also, if you have a permanent marker that's drying up on you, put a few drops of alcohol on the tip. Put the cap back on and let it set. That alcohol usually will revive your markers. But this something else. Look at the jicama. I had 2 things of jicama. And thankfully, some of my seeds actually had washed to the surface. So really, I'm going to take those 10 seeds and put them back. Because this, oh, I'm a succession plant 1 or 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I think I saw 2 more that were just breaking the soil. So maybe I have like 10 jicama. And then those other about 10 seeds, maybe I succession plant or do something else with. So behind me, I bought me 2 Barbados cherries. So this is them. I just put them in I up-potted them. They was in some real small plugs. Ooh, my hand's so ashy. Lord have mercy. I look like a wahita. Anyway, these are some Illinois everbearing mulberry cuttings. In this pan, I planted wild garlic chives, seeds. I had a whole bunch of seeds that were probably 2 years old. And like I told y'all, allium family stuff. If they come up, they come up. If they don't, they don't. But I wanted to just sow them, get rid of them, because I know they old. These are the chives y'all saw me transplant. This is baby orchard corn. These are my 5 persimmon, and not persimmon, pomegranate that my homegirl sent me the seed. They come from her mother-in-law neighbor. So I have 5 of those pomegranates. I don't know if I showed y'all the pomegranates, the Palm Wonderful, the 2 I still have in the ground. They leafing out beautifully, leafing out. And I can tell these are putting on growth. You see the citrus is putting on growth. Let me show y'all the little baby leaves. Can y'all see the little babies? Just putting on little growth here and there. See those baby little leaves? So, and I'm going to move these just as soon as I'm assured there won't be a frost. These were all the tip, where I pruned that Pakistan mulberry in the front. I got them down in soil down there. I had them in water at first. They started leafing out. I broke most of the buds off and put them in the dirt. Now, Pakistan mulberries, y'all, you have to be careful because, you have to be careful because it takes them a while to root. And if they got too many leaves on them, and mulberries will try to leaf out too fast and not put on roots, and then your cuttings don't make it. So, limit your leaves, break a lot of that off. My guava cheese have not woken up yet, but I've done the scratch test. They're green. This is my jelly palm. And y'all look at homeboy trying to get a little, look at him. Trying to look like a palm tree. And this is a Chilean wine palm. So if you live in an area where you get snow, and you know that a palm tree that makes coconuts is not going to make it, you can do a Chilean wine palm. They make a coconut about that big. And it had coconut water in it and everything. Ooh, and it tastes so good. It tastes just like a coconut, but it's just real little. Okay, now come over here. I planted these are some red onions from France. Somebody gave me those seeds as well. There's a bunch of weeds coming up in there. And then over there I have callaloo. So that hasn't come up either. I've been sowing seeds almost every day, y'all. Look here. Y'all can see those little flower buds, and see when they start to get kind of light colored at the tip, they're getting ready to open up. Calamansi. These were all the cuttings that I took off of the gauges that I sent out. And just to prove to y'all, y'all see that cutting got a flower on it. So I'm telling y'all, gauges are good for you, and just really easy to grow. Really easy to grow, especially if you think you can't grow anything. It'll almost just grow itself. So I'm gonna come back out here and I'm gonna let y'all tell me. So I've been doing some grafting. Now let me say this, I had done one graft before I did the grafting that I did yesterday, because I've been grafting yesterday and I've grafted today as well. I'm going to show y'all the grafts that I did. Y'all see I got some scions laying out there. Okay, so did I graft onto this tree? I did not. I grafted onto that tree over there. Okay, and this one is blooming as well. This is the same kind of pear. Whatever pear that is well over here, it's the same pear here and here. Now the difference is this one doesn't have hardly any of the rootstock. That little branch is the rootstock, but all the rest of this tree is just what was grafted onto the rootstock. The rootstock of this tree has thorns on it. It's like everything that's the rootstock is always thorny. But can y'all see these thorns? So this branch here and that branch there is all rootstock. That trunk there is the actual where it was grafted. Now, why did I let so much of the rootstock grow up? First of all, I wasn't paying attention. Second of all, I thought about it. I said, well, if I got a bunch of rootstock over there, I can always graft onto it. And then I don't have to worry about grafting and potentially damaging this. And usually when you graft, you don't damage, but sometimes you can. Like if inadvertently disease gets into it or something like that. So here's a graft here that I did. And this camera don't want to focus for jack squat. Okay, there's a graft. If y'all look over there, there's 2 more grafts. Come in here. And then there's a graft there. So what did I graft onto here? I grafted Korean Asian pear. And I want to show y'all the one graft I did before. The one graft I did before was right here. Long time ago, years ago. And I was unsuccessful. And it did not make it. So that's that. But I may get a couple more pear scions because I got a couple more branches that I could potentially graft onto. It's actually alive. Kind of. Also been pruning a lot of dead stuff out of these trees. So I also grafted over here. Here's one. There's one. Here's one. There's 2. So what did I graft onto this tree? I grafted these bigger sticks are called butterscotch apple, and that sounded good to me. I've never heard of it. So I grafted on butterscotch apple and these really small ones. This one, and I think this one. I should have labeled them, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. It's a red-fleshed apple called Pendragon or something like that. I think it's Pendragon. So that's what I grafted onto that. And with those mulberry cuttings you saw in the water, I think half of them I might graft onto the because they were saying that mulberry, since Pakistan mulberry cuttings take longer and are harder to take, but they say grafts you have a much higher success rate. I might take half the cuttings and graft them, and the other half try to root. Once you get a mulberry rooted, once you have the tree, it's good. They're hardy, but it's just trying to get them to root. But since those are Illinois everbearing, I'm hoping they'll leaf out later. But what I wanted to ask y'all is, now I'm not an expert on grafting. Here's another graft up there. I'm not an expert on grafting, and I wasn't going to show y'all the footage at all of any grafting, but if y'all want to see some grafting, I have some more spots, and what I'll do is I'll film it, and y'all just let me know if y'all want to see me graft. I'm not saying I'm an expert, I'm just going to show you what I did. You know, it is what it is, but y'all might want to see me do that, you know, just in case you want to get maybe an idea of kind of what you're supposed to do. Now, I'm not going to sit up and say I was successful until mine actually takes, because that's the reason why I didn't really want to show y'all too much grafting. It's because, you know, I don't even know if mine are going to take. Some of them I'm confident about, other ones I'm absolutely not confident about. So here's my peach tree. Let me back up some. And y'all can see how beautiful it is. Peaches are always so beautiful. And this tree will look better. Oh, by the way, I did some grafting over here already. Crap. Yeah. Maybe it'll stay. And see, that's the thing with and I'm gonna talk about that in the grafting video. So I did a peach graft right there. I did a peach graft here. But this is the one that I really wanted to graft onto, because this was the original tree. The graft was down there. For whatever reason, this whole side of the tree just died, and I'm gonna saw it off. But I'm pretty sure this is what's called the Indian red leaf peach, the rootstock, and that's what I really wanted to graft onto. But the size of grafting material they sent me, it was very, very small, and I only had one place where I could really graft that successfully. I could have probably got away with grafting it up there, maybe, but I would rather maybe get some thicker grafting material, like another variety, and maybe graft down there and graft up here, and maybe I could do some grafts at the top of these. But this is gonna get sawed off. But that's the only reason I left this tree in the ground. It has a good root structure, so you know why just do away with the tree when you could graft onto it. So yeah. And I'm just making sure. This was one of the ones that was the most sketchy, and to be honest, it's still sketchy. Your grafts kind of need to stay in place. So yeah, hopefully that'll take. If it don't take, whatever. I ain't got time to stress over it. I'm waiting on these to start putting on some new growth. They haven't yet. Turn around and show y'all the figs. So the figs are leafing out beautifully. This is why I advocate for putting your trees in the ground while they're dormant. They just seem to suffer no stress. They have no setbacks. They have no, like when I put them in the ground and it's dormant, I have no issues. When they ready, they ready. They just pop out. These are the brown turkeys. This is a brown turkey over here as well. The ones in the pots, the buds are starting to swell on that. Come on, camera. Is there something on it? Oh, wow. I'm trying to see if it's something on the lens or I just don't want to behave. But yeah, the buds are swelling on these. Take my word for it. Y'all see that one? And then the figs that Lynn sent me, they doing good. These came from Arizona as well. She said her mother-in-law tree did come back, but because at first thought it was gone. So those figs are definitely coming back. And then this is definitely leafing out all along. Several buds are coming out. This is the guava, and the guava is budding out. This fig here where I took these cuttings, it's budding out. So we got action, people. We're not gonna really have no spring, I don't think. Or this is the spring. I don't think it's gonna be much more than this. And then we have a kitty cat here. You comfy, buddy. You right on time. All right, y'all. I done kept y'all long enough. Until next time, me and Sleepy Kitty. We'll see you guys later.